we're resolved. Rather to die than to famish, we're resolved. First, you know Caius Marcius is chief enemy to the people.
We know it.
Let us kill him. We'll have corn at our own price. It's the verdict.
One word, good citizens. Would you proceed especially against Caius Marcius?
Against him first. He's very dog to the commonalty.
Consider you what services he's done for his country.
Very well. And could be content to give him good report for it, but that he pays himself with being proud.
Nay, speak not maliciously.
I say unto you, what he hath done famously, he did it to that end. Though soft-conscious men can be content to say it was for his country, he did it to please his mother, and to be partly proud, which he is, even to the extent of his virtue.
What he cannot help in his own nature, you account a vice in him.
The other side of the city is risen. Why stay reparading here? To the capital!
To the capital!
Soft, who comes here?
Worthy Menenius Agrippa, one that hath always loved the people.
He's one honest enough, where all the rest were so.
What works, my countrymen, at hand? Where go you with the bats and clubs? The matter, speak, I pray you.
Our business is not unknown to the Senate. They had an inkling this fortnight what we intend to do, which now will show them in deeds. They say poor suitors have strong breaths. We'll show them we have strong arms, too.
I tell thee, friends, most charitable care have the patricians of you. For your wants, your suffering in the dearth, you may as well strike at the heavens with your staves as lift them against the Roman state, whose course will on, the way it takes, cracking 10,000 curves of more strong link asunder than could ever appear in your impediment. For the dearth, the gods, not the patricians, make it, and your knees, not arms, to them must help. Alack, you are transported by calamity thither where more attends you, and you slander the helms of the state who care for you like fathers when you curse them as enemies.
Care for us. True indeed, they ne'er cared for us yet. Suffer us to famish, and their storehouses crammed with grain. Make edicts for usury to support usurers. Daily repeal any wholesome act established against the rich. And provide more piercing statutes to chain up and restrain the poor. If the wars eat us not up, they will, and there's all the love they bear us.
Either you must confess yourselves wondrous malicious, or be accused of folly. I shall tell you a pretty tale. It may be you have heard it, but since it serves my purpose, I'll venture to stale it a little more.
Well, I'll hear it, sir. You must not think to fob off our disgrace with a tale. But and please you, deliver.
There was a time when all the body's members rebelled against the belly. Thus accused it that only like a gulf it did remain in the midst of the body, idle and unactive, still coveting the viand, never bearing like labor with the rest, where the other instruments did see and hear, devise, instruct, walk, feel, and mutually participate, did minister unto the action of affection common of the whole body. The belly answered.
Well, sir, what answer made the belly?
Sir, I will tell you. With a kind of smile which ne'er came from the lungs, but even thus, for, look you, I may make the belly smile as well as speak. It tauntingly replied to the discontented members, the mutinous parts that envied his receipt. Even so most fitly as you malign our senators, for that they are not such as you.
Your belly's answer, what?
I will tell you. If you'll bestow a small, of what you have little patience a while, you'st hear the belly's answer.
You're long about it.
Note me this, good friend. Your most grave belly was deliberate, not rash like his accusers, and thus answered. True is it, my incorporate friends, quoth he, that I receive the general food at first which you do live upon, and fit it is, because I am the storehouse and the shop of the whole body. But, if you do remember, I send it through the rivers of the blood, even to the court, the heart, to the seat of the brain, and though all at once cannot see what I do deliver out to each, yet I can make my audit up, that all from me do back receive the flower of all, and leave me but the bran. What say you to it?
It was an answer. I'll apply you this.
The senators of Rome are this good belly, and you, the mutinous members. For example, their counsels and their cares digest things rightly, touching the weal of the common. You shall find no public benefit which you receive, but it proceeds or comes from them to you, and no way from yourselves. What do you think, you, the great toe of this assembly?
Aye, the great toe. Why the great toe?
For that, being one of the lowest, basest, poorest of this most wise rebellion, thou goest foremost. Up, hail, noble marches.